morning, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Sini, and we have Monisha here with me, who is a product expert for WorkDrive. So our topic for today is going to be streamlining legal operations leveraging WorkDrive law firms. As we all know, the legal industry is evolving rapidly, and law firms are dealing with more digital documents than ever before. Managing them efficiently while ensuring security and compliance is a real challenge. But the good news is that with the right tools like WorkDrive, firms can transform the way they handle documents, collaborate, and manage cases. We'll walk you through some of the biggest challenges law firms face when it comes to legal operations, and then we'll show you how WorkDrive helps to address those challenges with secure storage, streamlined workflows, and effortless collaborations. So let's get started with a big question for the day. Why do law firms need better document management? Well, the legal profession is extremely document heavy. Between contract cases, files, and client records and court filings, lawyers and legal term headlines, and that handles thousands of documents daily, which creates three major challenges: managing vast amount of legal documents, seamless collaboration, data security, and compliance. And when it comes to managing vast amount of legal documents, law firms store case files, legal research, papers, client documents, and much more. If these aren't well organized, finding the right document at the right time can be frustrating and time consuming. And the second point about the seamless collaboration. And when it comes to seamless collaboration, legal teams often need to work together on documents, whether they are drafting contracts, preparing court filings, or reviewing case materials. Without a proper collaboration tool, tracking edits and keeping files updated can become chaotic. And when it comes to data security and compliance, law firms handle highly sensitive client information, which means data security is non-negotiable. Losing a document, sending it to the wrong person, or failing to protect client data could lead to serious legal consequences. So now that we have covered the challenges, and let's talk about the solution here, which is WorkDrive. So WorkDrive is a cloud-based platform designed specifically to help business, including law firms, store, organize, and collaborate on documents efficiently. So here I have a quick question for our product expert, Monisha. What makes WorkDrive so powerful for legal professionals, Monisha? Can you elaborate on that?
Hello everyone, good morning all. So that's a great question, Sini. So WorkDrive isn't just another cloud storage solution. It's a full-fledged document management system with features tailored for legal professionals. So with WorkDrive, we have real-time collaboration, organized document storage, and robust security. When it comes to real-time collaboration, multiple team members can work on the document at once, track changes, leave comments, and maintain an accurate version history. When it comes to organizing the document, WorkDrive's team folders help law firms structure their files logically, making it easy to find case-related documents when needed. We have features like access controls, encrypted storage, and audit trails that ensures that sensitive legal information remains protected. And in case if you're using Google Workspace, OneDrive, or Dropbox already, transitioning to WorkDrive is easy. WorkDrive allows you to migrate your existing data, organize it more efficiently, and enhance security at the same time. So it's more like having a digital legal assistance, keeping your documents safe, organized, and always accessible. And it's a real magic happens when we look at how WorkDrive fits into legal workflow. So in this webinar, we'll be exploring how a firm can manage its document using WorkDrive across different stages.
Monisha, can you walk us through how WorkDrive supports each stage of a legal case?
Sure, Sini. So in legal cases, we understand that we follow a structured process from initiation and research to litigation and closure, all requiring secure document management. WorkDrive helps law firms store, organize and access case files effortlessly, ensuring compliance and data security. With role-based access, retention policies, and advanced search, teams can collaborate seamlessly while reducing risk and inefficiencies.
That's a huge advantage, Monisha, I would say. A streamlined workflow means fewer errors and better case management. Am I right?
That is right, Sini. So WorkDrive digitizes legal processes, letting firms focus on winning cases.
That's great. So, Monisha, case initiation is a critical first step. How does WorkDrive simplify this first step process?
That's a great question. So law firms, we understand, deal with large volumes of client documents during case intake. With team folders in WorkDrive, firms can organize case files efficiently, ensuring secure access and collaboration. Additionally, collection links makes it easy to gather documents from clients securely, eliminating the dependency with email. So let me show you a quick demo how you can organize your client documents, gather documents from your clients, and even stay updated whenever the clients submit the documents to your WorkDrive folder. So here you can organize your client's document in WorkDrive as you can see on the screen. So the plus sign, as you can see, right, it is sent to the team folder, will help you create a team folder. The team folder in WorkDrive has two categories: public and private team folder. Public team folders would let users in your organization, whoever uses WorkDrive, to join the team folder themselves, while the private team folder helps only specific team members to access the data. You would have to specifically add the users to the team folder so that they can access the critical data you have stored in the team folder. From the WorkDrive's members tab, you can see here how we have added the members. And if you want to add a new member here, you just have to enter the user's email address. You have to choose a rule you want to provide, and then you can add the user. So this way, only specific users can access the data based on the permissions you have provided. Now, to collect the documents, you have to click on the Collect Files tab here. And here you can find the Create Collection button. You'll have two options further, internal and external. Just for external, if you're collecting the documents from your clients and you want it to get submitted to your WorkDrive folder directly, you have to click on the external button. You have to give collection name, brief details about the collection or notes, and then you can choose the folder where you want to gather the documents. Let's say let's say you're working on a client's case which is regarding contract disputes. So you can organize your contract disputes cases documents in one team folder and create a subfolder with client's name. And if you want to gather the documents from Benjamin here, then you can just click the folder name here like this. When you click the folder name here, you can choose where you want to host the documents. So if I choose the required subfolder and share the collection link with the user, the documents will be directly submitted to this specific folder. So let's say we have created some example links here. When you share the links with the clients, this will be open in the client's user interface like this, and they can just choose the files and submit. Click on the button and the files will be directly stored in the required folder. Now, if you want to get updated whenever the client submit the documents, you just have to click on the follow update button here, where you will receive bell notification, email notification, or if you want both bell and email notifications, you'll be receiving that within WorkDrive, and you will also receive an email which is registered with your Zoho account.
All right, that's a great way to get the smoother and secured client onboarding process, Monisha. So the most time-intensive process in law firms is case research. Can you elaborate on this part, Monisha? Can you elaborate how WorkDrive solves this particular use case?
Absolutely, Sini. So WorkDrive streamlines legal research with automated workflows, helping teams review, approve, and manage documents efficiently. Plus, version tracking ensures lawyers can track changes, restore previous versions, and collaborate seamlessly without losing important edits. Now, let's say you want to get a document reviewed by a senior attorney. You can do it within WorkDrive using the workflow feature. So first you have to create workflow within the WorkDrive admin console. When you click on the workflow button, you will find a new workflow button having two options, automatic and manual. So we have file-based and folder-based workflow. So if you're choosing automatic, whenever you upload a file, the workflow will be triggered. And when you click manual, so you have to initiate the workflow for the required file or folder. So to save some time, we have already created the workflow, which I would like to show here. So as you can see, let's say we have created a workflow for review. You can add the mandatory fields, or you can make the fields mandatory here for note. And you can see the design of the workflow. And you can anytime enable or disable the workflow. Once you have created the workflow, you have to go to your file and folder directory here and choose the required file or folder to get it reviewed. Let's say I'm intern and I've worked on a contract document. I wanted to get it reviewed by a senior attorney. So I have to just select the file, click on the more actions, and I have to just start the workflow. I just have to enter the person's email address, which would be your senior attorney or some other person to whom you want to get the document to be reviewed. You just have to provide a brief note. You can set a due date and then set it for review. So this way, reviewer will get notification and they will be receiving an email. They have to review the document, and if they have suggested for some changes, they can add comments to the document. You can modify the document. And now let's say you want to review the previous version of the file. You have added some data to the document, but the document has undergone so many versions and it got removed. So if you want that previous data which was added to the file to be retained, you just have to simply select the file, go to the file properties, and you can revert to the previous version of the file anytime. I hope that was clear for all. So in case if you have any queries related to this particular module, you can reach to us. And I would like to tell you that workflow in WorkDrive is currently on beta version. It is not supported right now publicly. We are working to release this soon. So if you want to get it enabled for your WorkDrive account, you simply have to send an email to us. We will enable the workflow from the backend. And along with the request, you just have to explain your use case briefly so that we can understand your uses clearly and address them.
Great. Thank you so much, Monisha. That's a game changer. No more confusions over document versions or lengthy approval delays. In legal proceedings, staying organized is very, very critical, and law firms handle vast amount of evidence, witness statements, and legal filings. But how do they manage this efficiently? Can you give us some insights on that?
Sure, Sini. So that's where WorkDrive comes in basically. So in WorkDrive, we ensure that all case-related documents are well organized, accessible, and secure. Law firms can securely store documents in WorkDrive using various methods. Since we understand that email is a primary mode of communication, WorkDrive provides option to save entire emails or their attachments directly to your WorkDrive folder. When your client sends documents to Gmail account of your email, you can simply use WorkDrive add-on for Gmail and directly save the file in WorkDrive by choosing the required folder. Now, similarly, if you're using Outlook email, you have the option to save the attachments and emails from Outlook using Zoho WorkDrive's add-in for Microsoft Outlook. You can select the required folder in WorkDrive and directly save the files shared by your client. Now, if you're out in the field gathering case-related evidence, WorkDrive snaps enable legal teams to capture and store photos of evidence, handwritten notes, or whiteboard discussions, keeping all case materials in one place. With support for both browsers and mobile apps, WorkDrive Snap ensures that legal teams can access critical documents anytime, whether in court, at a client meeting, or working remotely. Further, we have watermarks in WorkDrive that deter unauthorized distribution by displaying ownership details, making it clear that the document is confidential. Many legal regulations require firms to safeguard client data, so watermarking helps meet compliance standards by reinforcing document security. Currently, WorkDrive supports watermarking for images, and we are also working on enhancing this feature to include PDF files. For Word documents, Watermarking is available in Zoho Writer. We have already provided a detailed session on how Zoho Writer can streamline law firm operations by simplifying key processes such as client onboarding, document creation, and contract review. Now imagine if you need to obtain a client's signature on a document prepared for legal proceedings. With Zoho Writer's merge and sign will help you to obtain the client signature on the document. Since Zoho Writer is part of WorkDrive and Zoho Office Suite, you can use the merge and sign feature of Zoho Writer to streamline the workflow. Once the document is ready, you can easily merge the necessary data and send it for signing using the Zoho Writer's merge and sign feature. This way, law firms can manage case files efficiently, ensuring compliance, security, and seamless collaboration. This way, WorkDrive becomes the ideal choice for law firms seeking to streamline workflows and ensure top-tier security in legal document management.
Great. So thank you so much for that detailed explanation, Monisha. So in the legal industry, handling sensitive documents securely is a top priority. And can you also tell us how law firms can streamline collaboration while ensuring data security and compliance?
Absolutely. So we understand that sensitivity of legal documents, particularly those received from the court, are critical. For example, if a firm receives documents as a zip file, they can save it directly to WorkDrive and use the zip extract feature to view the contents without downloading them. So let me show you a quick demo how you can extract the zip documents in WorkDrive. So let's say this document you have received from the court and you want to view this document without downloading it. You just have to select the zip file, click on the extract to option, and you can choose the location where you want to extract the document and the file will be unzipped. Now, if you further want to share the document to your client securely, you just have to use the share button here, enter the client's email address, click on the share button. This way, the client will receive the document to their email address. Once they access the file link, they will be receiving an OTP on their inbox. They just have to enter the OTP and access the documents. This way, they will be able to access the documents securely. Additionally, we have other sharing options in WorkDrive, such as creating external share links, where you can enforce password, expiration date, and even restrict download and print options. And if you want to embed a file or if you want to publish a file in your website, you just have to click on this option, that is anyone on the internet. We also understand that handling critical documents in law firms also need to meet the compliance standards. So WorkDrive adheres to stringent compliance standards that align with law firms' need for secure document management. The platform employs robust encryption, detailed audit trails, and strict access control, ensuring that sensitive legal information is safeguarded and meeting industry-specific regulatory requirements. This comprehensive compliance framework gives law firms the confidence to use the platform for managing critical case files and clients. Let's move on to our next segment, that is case closure.
We have seen how best we can store the documents with compliance in place. So let's talk about case closure here. What will be the role of WorkDrive once the case is wrapped up, Monisha?
All right, Sini. So with WorkDrive lets legal teams attach structured document templates to every case, ensuring that all details are meticulously documented for future reference. So when it's time to review a closed case, teams can simply search the case folders using the specific tag names assigned to them, making retrieval quick and efficient. Security remains a top priority in WorkDrive, and that is the reason WorkDrive enables secure device management so that case data is accessible only from authorized devices. Firms can control who can access the files and specify the devices permitted for access, thereby enhancing overall data security. So let me give you a quick example of how you can manage your closed case documents here. So for closed case documents, you can attach tags to your documents using the data templates in WorkDrive. So for creating the data templates, you will have to navigate to the WorkDrive's data your WorkDrive's admin console. In the data templates option, you can just click on the create data template and just give a tag name here. Once that is created, you'll be able to associate the data template to the required file or folder. So here we have created a data template as a closed case. We have given further fields here, such as close date and time when it was closed, or whether the case was won or not. Now, using this, let's say this users and this client's Benjamin is the client, and his case has been closed. So you can just simply have to associate the data template like this. Click on the folder name of the client. Here you will have options to associate the data template. So if this client's case is closed, I just have to click on the close case data template. Here when the case was closed, you can see a data template is associated. Now let's say after a few days I want to retrieve this document, just view this document. So I can make use of the search option. Here while searching, I can leverage data templates. Let's say I'm choosing the data template tag, take a tag as closed cases. So whenever I'm using this closed case tag, the folders associated with this data template will appear on my search list so that I can view these documents anytime in the future. This way, retrieval of the document becomes easy and fast. Now, let's say my organization has so many users, but I do not want to give access to specific users. Then I can make use of device management in WorkDrive. So the manage device option here in WorkDrive will let you enable or disable permissions to install WorkDrive's desktop application or mobile application on the user's device. So if you enable this option or disable this option, only user can make use of it. If you disable this option, user will not be able to install the desktop application of WorkDrive or use the mobile application of WorkDrive. And now for compliance purpose, if you want to view the entire activity in your WorkDrive team folder, you can make use of general activity report here. You can choose a specific user's my folder detail, or you can choose any team folder here. You can choose a time here. We have already a predefined time range like yesterday, last 7 days, or 30 days. And if you want to have a specified time range, you can choose this custom range here. Whenever you choose this and generate the report, you can see the activity details like this. Now further, if you get it documented, you can use this export button. This activity report will be exported to your WorkDrive's My folder. So let's say here, whatever activity report I have exported, shown under this list like this. So now as we wrap up, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges which law firms may face in terms of storage optimization. So managing extensive legal document efficiently is critical to maintain a seamless workflow. So with sheer volume of evidence files, deposition recordings, and court filings, storage can become a bottleneck if not managed properly. But WorkDrive provides smart solutions to tackle this challenge. So with WorkDrive storage restrictions in My folder, you can prevent excessive space usage by setting limits on personal storage. And you can also make use of Zoho Office Suite, which integrates with WorkDrive seamlessly, ensuring that law firms can edit, collaborate, and store files securely without relying on external tools. So for storage restriction, you can just have to go to the WorkDrive admin console, and from the settings, you can set storage limitations for the user's My folder in your organization. And if you want to restrict storage only for specific users, you just have to go to the Members tab here, click on the three dots next to by hovering the mouse on the user's name, and you can set the storage limit from here as well. This is for limiting the storage for the specific users work drive. And from here, from the settings, you can limit the storage for all the users work drive. So that's what the difference here is.
That's great. Thank you so much for such a detailed explanation on each stage of document processing in the legal firm, Monisha. And I'm sure WorkDrive is designed to help legal professionals focus on their case and not the storage issues or the organization issue with the document management platforms here. So now that we have covered a lot about WorkDrive's capabilities, but we would like to hear from our audience now. So I hope this session was informative and intuitive. And in case if there's anything else left out, or if you have any suggestions for the webinar, you can always raise it. And we will consider that for our upcoming webinars. Great. So thank you so much for all your time, and you all have a great day. And thank you so much for your participation. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good day.
You all have a good day.